Everybody, it's Patsy, and I'm going to be doing a reading from a book by Linda Goodman, and it's called Linda Goodman's Love Signs. This book was written in the 1930s, so she refers to the energies as a woman versus a man, but it's just masculine and feminine, or feminine versus masculine. So I'm going to read about the Virgo woman and the Scorpio man, or the Virgo feminine and the Scorpio masculine. One of the Virgo girl's most shining virtues is her gentle and unselfish devotion to the man she loves. One of the Scorpio man's most laudable qualities is his loyal and intense devotion to the woman he loves. So here they are, this female with her starlight eyes, her clear, bell-like voice and gracious manner, and this man with his deep, wise eyes, his smooth, mellow voice, and magnetic ways. The two of them gently, unselfishly, loyally, and intensely devoted to one another. Isn't it a beautiful picture? Like a Degas painting of a pastoral scene. Pastoral scene, oh my goodness. In delicate pinks, greens, and blues, shimmering white with rich, velvety undertones of color, burgundy and forest green, an absolute perfect creation of poetic joy and beauty and tranquility, all combined. Wait, stop. Dear God in heaven, could that possibly be a spot? Perhaps a smear of soil or a scratch from careless handling, a fingerprint maybe? Or might it be horrors, a fly someone swatted and squashed on that heavenly splash of white cloud and blue sky in the upper right-hand corner? It could be, of course, an ant crawling across the canvas, but it doesn't appear to be moving. Let's walk over closer and see. May I borrow your magnifying glass, please? Thank you very much. It is a spot. Definitely a spot. There isn't the slightest doubt. Can you see it? Look closely. A mar, a blemish, something not intended by the artist. Or was it intended by the artist? Yes, it was intended by the artist. It was deliberately designed to add the truth and beauty, the poetry of imperfection to his work of art. You see, imperfection is what links us to the angels, who are also, in varying degrees, imperfect. Your Sunday school teacher may not have told you that, but there are many things your Sunday school teacher didn't tell you, because there are many things the Bible did not tell her. Thanks to several incidents of spiritual surgery performed on the scriptures, like that which was committed upon the holy works by Emperor Justinian and his Empress Theodora in the 6th century. Only one example. The concept of perfection is the most boring and soul-killing ever conceived within the dangerous doctrine of oblivion called nirvana. Like every single other religion or philosophic theory in this world, from the alpha to whenever the omega may be scheduled, the yoga way of life is essentially good. Yet, nevertheless, like all the rest, including astrology, it contains a few negative seeds of distorted truth. Nirvana is one of them. Nirvana's synonym, perfection, is another. To tolerate minor flaws to tolerate minor flaws and imperfections, to treat these tenderly in one another, is one of the great spiritual lessons of truth. But Virgo may decidedly dislike learning it. Scorpio was born comprehending it. Maybe he can explain it to her. She'll listen to him because she respects his opinions and his judgments, and because she trusts him not to lead her astray. Yet, she trusts this man. Let's hope her individual Scorpio deserves that faith. Quite likely he does. The sense of integrity in a typical Scorpion runs strong. It's almost impossible for an eagle not to live up to what is expected of him, what others trust him to stand for: unshakable integrity. Or at the very least, the courage to be true to himself as he sees himself, to a situation as he sees that situation. The Virgo woman may believe that if the Scorpio man is true to himself, this means he will never keep anything from her. Not necessarily. What he will never do is be dishonest with her. There's a difference. He will never be dishonest according to his private code, which is his individuality, and may not be that of another Scorpio's, but will always be high on the integrity list. Once an eagle has committed himself to a relationship, he will be true to his vows of love. Unless his horoscope has serious planetary afflictions to the 5th and 7th houses and to his native sun, and even then, he'll be extremely uncomfortable in the role of an unfaithful lover or husband. His natural instinct is to be loyal and to be honest. The virgin who's involved with this man and still undecided about the safety of planning a long-term relationship with him can be sure that should another woman enter his life, it will either be a fleeting thing or she will be truthfully told that his heart has wandered elsewhere. He may be tempted, even succumb to temptation perhaps, but before much time has passed, he will have carefully evaluated the involvement. If he believes it has no future, he will end it immediately. Return his heart to her where it belongs. Let me repeat that. Before much time has passed, he will have carefully evaluated the involvement. If he believes it has no future, he will end it immediately and return his heart to her where it belongs, and suffer agonizing pains of regret over his mistake. If he regards the new attachment as genuine, he will confess his change of affection to her as tenderly as possible and allow her the dignity of truth before they part. But if it is nothing but a brief, regrettable mistake, she may never know. Scorpio keeps secrets as long as he feels they will neither hurt nor help another. The secrets he keeps from her before and after they marry need not be romantic secrets. They'll involve many intricate human emotions far removed from romance. Not every last mystery will be revealed. He may not itemize each fleeting fragment of fantasy that floats through his consciousness to her, but he will share perhaps more of himself with the virgin than with most other people. One of the Virgin girl's outstanding characteristics is self-sufficiency. She doesn't think the world or a man owes her anything. One of the Eagle's outstanding characteristics is self-confidence. He doesn't wait around for the world or a woman to judge his worth or value. He's aware of himself and is certain the world will eventually recognize it. So will any woman who expects to be his woman. It hardly ever happens that these two aggressively pursue love by rushing into each other's arms when they first meet. Both of them are shy, sometimes even painfully shy. Oh, she may chatter away with friends on a myriad of subjects, and he may be loquacious with his relatives, close friends, or working associates. But in the area of human emotions, they're both inclined to be reticent. Her self-sufficiency and his self-confidence are buried beneath the surface. Like a hidden treasure, they will secretly count on when the world lets them down. It's not likely that these two will ever let each other down because being able to trust another person is so very important to them both. Until he knows her better, he may be suspicious of her motives for little or no reason, as he is of everyone. Later, he'll probably trust her to be just what she appears to be, what she says that she is, no more and no less, just like himself. And it will bring him more peace of mind to know this simple thing that he will ever admit. It will bring him more peace of mind to know this simple thing more than he will ever admit. When he reaches out to her, this man of many enigmatic moods, she's always there. It comforts him and softens the edge of his private fears. This man's love nature is more intense than that of the average male, which is only natural because in no way is Scorpio average. Her love nature is more transcendental, yet there is also much of the earthy in her intimate behavior for him, for Virgo is the earth element. It's a combination to which he'll respond eagerly, for he has two sides to his sexual needs also. One part of him looks upon the union between man and woman as a mystical experience, a holy thing. The other part is sensuous, erotic, seeking every level of passion for absolute fulfillment. In the beginning, there may be areas of adjustment in their lovemaking, but when they've learned that they can be themselves with each other without fear of hurt or rejections, the problems will disappear. Strangely, with both of them, there could be a holding back in the physical expression of love. Some part of him remains under strict control, not abandoned to the desires of the flesh. And some part of her remains virginal and untouched, almost as though they each await an undefined miracle of love's affirmation to free their souls to join their hearts and bodies. Even when a Virgo woman has been happily married for years and who has co-created children with her husband, a virgin still sleeps somewhere within, unawakened. Even with the Scorpio man who's been a devoted father and husband for many years, the deepest seeds of love's mystery lays in wait for Pluto's release, and until that unknown moment, remains silent and unstirred within. there's every chance that these two will agree on almost all matters financial. Neither is the type to throw money away with nary a care for tomorrow. Both feel more secure in every way by following the example of the cautious squirrels. Cautious squirrels. I seriously doubt if there's a Virgo-Scorpio couple anywhere on the planet without a savings account. This woman is more concerned with a financially secure future than with luxuries at the moment, barring her moon or ascendant being an extravagant sign, of course. And this man will think about his major purchases for a period of time before even writing a check. Having enough cash available for vacations, preferably long ones, is important to both of them. He gathers renewed psychic energy, emotional peace, and mental equilibrium by spending unhurried, quiet days and nights near the sea. It restoreth his soul. She must have a change of scene frequently to soothe her spirit. Sameness and monotony are truly deadly to the Virgo essence. Very literally unhealthy for her mentality, for her emotionally and physically. The Mercury-Vulcan combines rays that create a great deal of nervous energy and restlessness in Virgo, which markedly increases after long periods without change, and dramatically decreases after a trip, long or short. It doesn't matter so much to her if the trip is a vacation or for the purpose of resting, or a business trip requiring a more frantic work schedule than usual in some way. He'll see her blossom, her soft eyes shine. It's the change of scene, not the relaxation, which has healed her. Whether it's the Arc de Triomphe amid noisy Paris streets or a quiet, secluded beach in the middle of nowhere, it isn't important. The important thing to Virgo is that it is different from her normal, dull, daily routine. Other people may call the Scorpio man undemonstrative and cold, but they don't know him like she does. They do not know him as she does. Once he's fallen in love with her, she'll know his depth of feeling and his great generosity. Other people may call the Virgo woman overly analytical and unimaginative, but they do not know her as he does. Once she's fallen in love with him, she'll reveal the tender and poetic side of her nature that others seldom see. As written in the Old Testament, in the book of Proverbs, for who can tell the way of an eagle in the air, or of a man with a maid? Both Virgo and Scorpio tend to reserve their real selves for someone special, a love that's for keeps, with all the necessary and very precious imperfections. Okay, so that was the Virgo woman with the Scorpio man. I hope that it resonated for you, and you can come back to this anytime. This is a timeless reading, and if you come into a relationship, if you're a Virgo woman and you get into a relationship with a Scorpio man, you can come back and refer to this as any time, and feel free to share it with your partner or share it with your friends who are also Virgo and Scorpio. So if you're masculine energy, then you can go with what fits for you. And if you're feminine energy, you can do the same for yourself. So thanks everybody for allowing me to bring you these words. I hope that they'll be helpful. And don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share these messages. And be talking to everybody real soon. Ashe, peace.